poprzednim odcinku, po blisko 10 godzinach w nocnym autobusie przemierzającym trasę Kenia-Uganda, dotarłem do Kampali, stolicy Peru Afryki. Tam poznałem Mitiego, lokalnego przewodnika, który z wielką pasją wprowadził mnie w chaotyczny, ale niezwykle barwny rytm tego miasta. A teraz czas na drugi odcinek tej fascynującej przygody. Zapraszam!
So, but if I give it more time, I'll pull out all the details, and you say yes.
It's been brilliant to see you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Amazingly,
Yeah, my name is Godfrey. My art name is Felipe, and I'm located here in Uganda, in Kampala, on Uganda Road. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
So right over there, we have the third largest mosque in Africa. It is also the largest mosque in sub-Saharan Africa. The plan for this mosque was made by Idi Amin Dada, our third president, known for his brutality against the Asians. And it was completed by Colonel Muammar Gaddafi, the former president of Libya. So two well-known dictators who did something good for the continent and for the country. And at this mosque, we shall learn about where the resources came from, like the windows came from Italy, the carpets came from Turkey, the chandeliers came from Egypt, and the wood came from Congo. It sits on the first hill that was Kampala, and now it's called Old Kampala. And around this hill, you have the 7 hills that originally made up Kampala. This is Kampala Road. It's the symbol between the rich and the poor. It's the symbol between uptown and downtown. So when you're in Kampala, when you go south of Kampala Road, you're downtown. When you go north of Kampala Road, you're uptown. So right now we're crossing over to the real Kampala. And now we are downtown. You see, it's crazy. It's more loud, it has more colors, it has more smells, and it has the most jobs that keep our economy together. It's not easy to film while crossing the road. Be careful with those police officers. They have so many stickers, like those stickers create questions for the viewers, like why?
That's crazy, man. Look at the traffic, man.
Okay. This is one of the busiest streets downtown, and right where we're heading is called Chiseka Market, one of the busiest streets downtown. It's where the boda bodas get their borders mended. It's where you find the boda mechanics. And as you can see, during rush hour when people are leaving office, it's always packed like this. And every time we have like a political protest or anything, this is the place where the opposition politicians come to do their protests. You see where the truck is?
Yeah.
You see that kite that looks like there's a boy holding a kite.
Show me where.
The lower. Are you saying it? Do you think I can go and I talk with him as you're recording me?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, let me go down. So this is Kite Man. He's called Kite Man Pius, and he flies this kite here. He has plenty of kites, and he's an attraction in Kampala because he's the only person who does the kind of thing that he does. And yeah, he makes a living from this. What is your name?
My name is Ragamuffin Gaza Government.
Ragamuffin Gaza Government.
Yeah, man.
Why do you do this?
Me just is to enjoy and to show children how to.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So send some beauty.
Never felt so light, no, I gave up the fight, no. Never felt so right on a cold Friday night. I taught myself to like to get lost in the traffic lights. I know how time flies, living all behind. So I'd better think twice about big city life. Now I realize that all I have means nothing if I can feel alright everywhere I am. Every time I'm caught in traffic.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, so welcome to the old British Colonial Administration building. This was the first brick building in Uganda. Before they set up this building, we were using grass-thatched huts. So we used to build our walls with mud and some sticks, and on top we used to have grass. And this was built by the British colonialists. It was their office. It's where they used to sit and discuss how to colonize the Uganda protectorate. It is named after Frederick Lugard, the soldier that was put in charge by the British colonial government to colonize East Africa, and in particular Uganda. Inside you have the different stuff that was used by colonialists, but right now it's no longer opened for the general public because people in our city do not value urban tourism that much. So welcome to the third largest mosque in Africa, and also the largest mosque in sub-Saharan Africa. Yeah, they're going to give you a tunic, yeah. We're going over there.
Success.
Sorry, sir. Sorry. Do you mind if I put a microphone on you?
How is
Is
it?
this place like actively used for prayer
Yeah, it's used for prayer on Friday.
on Fridays?
Yeah, on Friday. By the 5 daily prayers, we have another room which is downstairs, catered for the 5 daily prayers.
Okay.
Yeah. This hill it was owned by the local people. But Uganda has got almost 14.7% of Muslims. Kampala has got the Hindus, those are Indians, has got Muslims, has got Christians. So the mosque was first initiated by the third president of Uganda, that is Idi Amin. Hope you know Idi Amin, the British conqueror. Of course, that is the names that he could use himself. So he came to power in 1971, and he was a Muslim president. So he had to give this hill to the Muslim community in 1971. And he started up the construction of the mosque in 1972. But of course, the mosque was not finished due to lack of funds. There was misuse of funds with the people that used to work with him in the government. And of course, Idi Amin had turned against the Indians who had brought up the economy here in Uganda, and money wasn't enough to finish up the mosque. And unfortunately, he was removed from power in 1979, and the construction stopped for over 20 years. There was no more construction of the mosque. And then in 2001, of course, President Museveni invited the late Muammar Gaddafi to come in Uganda and attend his inauguration ceremony. And then in 2002, the construction was resumed by Gaddafi. In 2006, the construction of the mosque was done. In 2008, Gaddafi came back in Uganda to open this mosque officially for the local people to start using. And of course, Ugandans were very happy because of the mosque that was being given to them as a gift, and they started calling it Gaddafi National Mosque. That's where the name came to be known, but the official name of the mosque, it is the Uganda National Mosque. And then again, this mosque is divided into two sections. There is the women's section, which is upstairs. That is where the women pray from. And for the men, they use this section where we are. This section is somehow bigger than that of women, because the Quran says that the best prayer for the woman is that one that is performed from home, and the best prayer for the man is that one that is being performed inside the mosque. It's where the imam stands when he's preaching. He uses 4 languages, and there is a person to help him in sign language for those people who don't speak and those who don't listen. This is a secret door, where he comes out, and then he stands in front of the minbar. So the minbar, it's where the imam stands when he's leading the prayer. So whenever he's standing there, he faces Qibla direction. This direction, it is Mecca direction. All the Muslims in the world, they pray facing Mecca direction. So this is the eastern direction. And of course, Mecca, it's where we make our pilgrimage. And the man who goes to Mecca is called, a Muslim man who goes to Mecca is called Haji, and a Muslim lady who goes to Mecca is called Hajjat. So this is the Quran. Those ones who want to touch, you can touch. So whenever you open the Quran, you start from the right side to the left side. But for this, I start from the left side because this is English. Yeah. But even when you are writing the Quran, like this is the Quran now I'm holding, I open it from this side to this side. So this is the opening verse. I can read for you just this verse only. So this one, it is Surat Al-Fatiha. It reads, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Malik Yawmiddin. Specific time for those prayers. Very early in the morning. Actually, the Islam goes with the nature of the earth. Like we pray when we are praying, that is rising in the morning. Yeah? When it is rising, very early in the morning at 6, that's when we wake up for the prayers. We perform that prayer. And then again, another prayer is performed in the midday when the shadow is like perform another prayer, the second prayer. The third prayer, it is performed when your shadow is equal about to set. That is the third prayer. Then the fourth prayer, it is performed when we are going to sleep on bed.
I don't know how to fold it.
You just put it in the blue basket behind you.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, good. It was brilliant. Thank you very much. Salam alaikum.
Welcome to downtown Kampala. This is where most of our economy takes place. It's where the small jobs are. It's where the informal economy is. And Kampala has about 6 million people. So 4 million people are residents and 2 million people come in every day in the morning and get out every day in the evening. And this explains majority of the people that stay in the suburbs. It's rush hour right now and they're about to get back to their homes. Welcome to downtown Kampala. And the market is crazier at night. best day for you to get the most random footage ever. What the fuck? Will you zoom out when they're done fighting? Yeah.
Słuchajcie, to już powoli koniec tego odcinka. Mamy jeszcze jedną ciekawą anegdotę a propos ubrań w tym kraju. So bro, can you, before we go, and before I'll be so grateful to you, can you tell us, you know, the story about this clothing you are wearing, how this works here and...
So this clothing tells a story of how second-hand clothing from Europe and America is flooding the fashion industry here in Africa and specifically in Kampala. And it's killing the fashion industry in a way that the local fashion designers cannot compete with this cheap second-hand clothing, because even me personally, I would not be able to just buy from a local fashion designer instead of buying something cheap that is second-hand. So the local fashion designers are not making money, and there's one of them who was doing fashion in Europe and chose to come back to Uganda and decided to start a fashion brand that helps to reduce and upcycle the second-hand clothing. And the twist about his story is he takes all the clothes back to Europe.
How is that? That's,
so
that's crazy.
what
so
he
the,
does-
So the clothing are coming from Europe,
Yeah.
and he makes them differently,
Yeah.
and he sends this to Europe back.
Yeah, so what he does is he goes to Owino Market. Owino Market is the biggest market in East Africa, and it has the most second-hand clothing in East Africa as a market. So he goes there and buys off different second-hand clothing. So like this shirt I'm wearing is made out of about 4 shirts. It's called a 4-panel shirt. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And he rips up the shirts, designs them in a really nice way because he has so much experience, you know, in fashion and whatever. And he comes up with unique pieces like this, and then ships these pieces back to their country of origin. So like this one, it says it comes from Canada.
Yeah, origin Canada.
Yeah. So it was
Made in Uganda.
yeah. If it wasn't given to me, it was most probably going to be shipped back to Canada or something.
Yeah.
And the Canadian pay a lot of money for it. And so he gets to employ local fashion designers, local tailors. Everything is locally sourced, like everything is coming from here. He gets to feed the population here from the trash that Muzungus send,
Yeah.
and it takes back their trash to them,
Oh, awesome.
and they buy it for more money.
Awesome. That's spectacular. That's the way how to adapt in life.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And I'm so grateful for taking us to so many places that
Yeah.
we've seen real life. It's
Yeah.
been just spectacular. I wish you all the best from my heart. And the description is below if you want to hire this guy.
Yes.
So
Pembea, Kampala walking tours.
that's it.
Yeah.
And you can see it on his Instagram.
Yeah.
You're most welcome to Kampala, Uganda. And this is the guy. You see it. Thank you very much, brother. It's been
Thank you,
awesome.
Juman.
Thank you.
Thanks for being an adventurous traveler. He's not a tourist, he's a traveler.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Więc to byłoby na tyle. Do zobaczenia w kolejnym odcinku. Dzięki, że byliście z nami. Mihaurusin solo po planecie. Cześć. Jeżeli podoba Ci się to, co robię, bardzo serdecznie Cię zapraszam do komentowania, lajkowania, udostępniania może znajomym. Oczywiście do subskrybowania, ewentualnie jakiegoś mojego wsparcia. Bardzo dziękuję. Pamiętajcie, kolejne odcinki co 2 dni na kanale Solo po planecie. Dziękuję, cześć.